Hi, Pisces. Thanks for clicking on. I'm so glad that you guys are here. This is what I'm seeing, this historical ability to see the potential in other people's souls, I guess, is the best I could come up with. I mean, the universe, I think it just literally tried to hijack your life. Some of you really been through this very, very serious situation. And I do want to know, so let me know who's with me right now. Drop a line down in the comments. Because I know you're not 5 years old watching this, and you're not 12 years old, and you have had life experiences. But what spirit is acknowledging for you in this reading right now, I think, is the fact that time has went by in your life. And the changes come our entire these entire emotional weight of your story. It's going to shift from this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, because we've got the Ten of Swords in reverse, you see. Where you're pulling the knives out of your own damn back. It's this wasted potential. Something about, it's very deeply personal, heartbreaking, perhaps mysterious. There's a mystery about maybe like an invisible illness lately, a misdiagnosis, and something about what is behind it all. I'm seeing a young Pisces with grand creative dreams, you know, and dreams getting violently derailed. And there's always been this shocked by the cruelty of the world is what I'm sensing about you, but a completely different kind of Pisces. One who you weaponized your natural fluidity to become the ultimate player in that. And you know, with the Star in reverse and the World card, here's what is going to be proof that Spirit here has with us today in this reading, guys, for the summer of 2026. So what the message here is saying, because holding that much leverage over hypocrites in your lifetime has destroyed part of your soul, but you had to do it. You have to do it. Dealing with those types of people that you've had to deal with. Yes, it has. But because you, and yes, you did become king of the world, of your world, depending on your age. Don't worry. Life is a roller coaster, and you can't stay down forever. So this is older Pisces who knows, you know, and you have figured this out over time. But look, I know when you was young, you conquered the underground hustle. And I think you learned a long time ago to say to yourself, think what you think about me. I don't care who wins the argument anymore. Right? Exactly. Think what you want to think about me. I don't care who wins the argument anymore. And the bad people, the hypocritical people in your community, the town, somebody living in your, in your inner circle, the church elders, the small-minded relatives who falsely accused you, or they're completely destroying themselves and have been for a long, long time. depending on your age again, but just put the energy where it fits. And please. Now, recently, perhaps a severe illness, a sudden illegal threat, or it's a massive life disruption. Y'all, give yourself a pat on the back. Major life disruption. Something about pulling you back into the public eye. I'm hearing somebody is terrified that the world is finally coming to destroy your peace, your sanctuary, that you spent decades building for your family. Right? Or whatever that holds for you. Can't breathe. Somebody, if recently, and those swords are hanging, the Ten of Swords is right, and those swords are hanging over your head. We don't let the nightmare paralyze us anymore. We get out of bed, we walk down the hall, we turn on the light. That's what I see. We get to work. We look at that Eight of Pentacles, the work of the day, of what needs to be done. And that's the best advice that we can get here too. But it's a clean slate. You're getting a clean slate. You're getting a second chance and a willingness you have to leap into this completely new life without a single backward glance, is what I like to see. So this is beautiful. You're stepping into, let's see. We're standing at the edge of the cliff. You're carrying nothing but a small knapsack, completely unburdened by the past. Stepping into this Cancer, forming a golden, harmonious trine for Pisces, Sun, Moon, rising simultaneously. Devil in reverse. We've got Neptune ruling this, so it's your ruling planet, so sitting at the very final critical 29th degree of Pisces. I would say this is the anorectic degree, so a rare cosmic placement of absolute endings and spiritual graduation is definitely here for you guys. Yeah. The cosmic timing of June 2026 explains that in the Devil. And with the star having come up in reverse into your timeline. Immediately after you take the leap of the Fool, Neptune, stationed in 29th degree of Pisces, is exactly why this is happening for you as that. So critical, anoretic degree of absolute spiritual tests. Right? Because you dealt with a lot of swords, the Two of Swords. You've had a lot on your mind through this process. This is triggered because it triggered a forced permanent structural break. The combination of the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Six of Cups, you see. It kills their own nostalgia. So it kills your own nostalgia. Cut your losses. Walking away from the people who refused to be saved, that you've tried to help, because you have a very radical self-preservation behavioral pattern that you're going to have to follow from now on. Like, this is going to hit you like a lightning rod for the family members and for you and for those of you who actually do want to live. You know? With the Ten of Swords coming up in reverse in a Pisces soul, a brush with mortality, often the exact moment this card turns over. This is the moment that you pull those swords out of your back. You look at the world and you say, I survived the absolute worst. So you can no longer touch me. It gives you this radical clarity. 5 of Cups. This is your potential outcome. It gives you this radical clarity. It's absolutely the most serious human condition, you guys. I survived the absolute worst, so you can no longer touch me. It gives you the radical clarity that you need to cut out the toxic people and the waste potential, allowing you to walk directly into your own second chance. So, as June 2026 comes to a close, is when your life is going to hit this ultimate breathtaking climax. In the literal sky right now is Jupiter is fully anchored in Cancer by then, flooding your life with emotional protection. Neptune is standing at the final razor thin 29th degree by then in Pisces. Preparing to shift humanity, all of fucking humanity's consciousness forever. That's an interesting message that everyone in the collective should hear. Something is really happening. This is definitely shifting and changing your life forever. This creates a massive cosmic weight. So, if you are a young Pisces facing the world right now, you're dealing with the exact same planetary pressures that the older Pisces are faced with, like what they faced in their youth. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. And the feeling of being tested by a rigid traditional system that doesn't understand your soul. So for young Pisces, this current situation is a cosmic setup. The universe is forcing you to stop wasting your physical energy on the wrong things, clearing the deck so that you can eventually step into your own magician. Easier said than done. In judgment, but you will be able, and you will be actually stepping into your magician in your judgment this summer. The World card here also represents that. And here's your proof. Absolute completion of a massive karmic cycle. It's the dance it's the dance of victory. Yeah. An integration of all those lessons, y'all, and the opening of a brand new elevated reality. So, the arrival of the World card in this, it is a magnificent, definitive answer to how Pisces of all generations, whether you're 25, 45, or 75, will completely clear the weight of the past this summer. Awesomely awesome. So you get this. The Page of Pentacles. Because you have been a lot of the time during the bad part, the Three of Wands, but the Three of Wands in reverse. So if you want to know more about that, study that card. It's a fresh physical seed, a tangible message, an official document, brand new financial or physical reality. So this is the proof behind all that noise. Indeed, this is the proof behind all that noise. The nightmare is permanently over. All ages This card proves that you cannot skip the gauntlet. To be a Pisces means that, you know, your 20s and your 30s are going to be messy, heavy, full of moments where you feel completely stuck. Right? You will face your own version of the Hierophant before all of this. You will face the rigid systems, the judgmental families, the bosses who look at your deep, sensitive nature and call it wasted potential. You yourself looking around at other people who you feel like they are wasting their, not just their potential, but their soul. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to say the Magician in the World. Again, it is the ultimate payoff to take those knocks and to keep your spirit clean. That was the thing, you know. What's left of your soul that others have drained, dealing with what you've dealt with in the shadows. Master of your own. Absolute liberation by the time you reach your older years. But May 2026 really, really, really grounded your ass into this permanent physical reality. Both, all ages, you've stepped into your energy by now, and will have, because of the King of Wands. Okay, so no longer stuck in the mud. You've captured your own spark, standing tall, completely unbothered by the judgment or the past or tradition. But you're going to rule your own destiny, command respect from the very world, the very universe that just tried to break you. So that's a lot of strength coming in. The Five of Cups being in reverse. So you will take those knocks. The old King of Wands whispers, you will feel like your potential is wasted. And you will sit behind the blindfold of the swords and think about it for quite a while. But if you have the grit to survive the dark waters, you will pull the blades out of your own back. There's no swords. There's no blades in this back. You will stop crying over what the world stole from you, and you will stand on your throne. So, like I said, give yourself a pat on the back, because I am so proud of you guys and girls. Look at you, all you people. I love you so much. I appreciate your view. Enjoy the next month. I know you're going to. I can't wait to see you back for another occasion when Spirit does prompt me to do a reading for you. So I'm very honored and pleased to have delivered this message. Able to take really good care of yourself today, my friend. And may peace be with you all. Thank you.